Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Black Vegan Health and Wellness YouTube channel. My name is Jeniece Page. I am your host, and I'm excited to be here with you guys. I have a special guest today. We're going to get into some conversation about all things vegan. It is National Vegan Month. So, you guys know how excited I am about that because I can talk about the vegan lifestyle all day long. So, sit back, relax, get comfortable, go get your vegan popcorn and your drink and get ready and to enjoy the show. Stay tuned to the very end because I got a surprise for you. You will be able to download the 7-day plant-based, which is vegan meal plan. So stay to the end. If you have any questions, put your questions in the comments. We'll be glad to come back and answer any questions. So my special guest is Dr. B. We call her Dr. B. Brenda Wayfield. She is a PhD student. Well, no, she's not. She's a doctor. We started the PhD program together. She finished before me because she had more time than I did. But I'm so grateful because I know I'm next, right? And
Right.
she has been on this plant-based journey for a while. And what better partner to have to come in here and talk about the topic is, drum roll, is the vegan lifestyle right for me at any age? That is the discussion. That is the discussion. So, Brenda, let the people know something about you.
Well, hello everyone, and I am very glad to be here. And I thank um, Jeniece for the invite and being able to share with you my journey that I've been on for quite a while. But I am a retired Air Force veteran first and foremost. Um, and from there, I am a wife, a mother, grandmother, great grandmother. All those titles that go along with it, but I've also been branded as the wife, the mother, the legend. So I am very, very happy to be here and on this journey that I have been on for years. Began with, unfortunately, a family member's health issue. And that was enough to shake me to my core because that person was my father. And he was 60 years old and had a massive heart attack. And I was a station overseas actually at the time. So I had to come back home and I was at his bedside. And when you see your loved one lying there with tubes everywhere, they are not able to communicate with you, and you're just praying that they will be okay,
Mm-hmm.
was a definite wake-up call for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in my 30s at the time, and I'm well in my 60s now. But the journey has served me well, personally, I believe, because where I am in my life today, to be able to still move quite well and interact with my grandchildren who are getting older. And then you have little ones coming along, a great grandson. So there's varying ages of grandkids that I have, but that was always my dream, is to be able to be one of those grandparents that could enjoy those years with their grandchildren.
Yes.
And they remind me every now and again that that I can no longer beat them racing. Because when they were younger, absolutely, I took advantage of it. But my grandson is 6'2" now, so guess what? He probably outruns me.
Mm-mm.
I
Mm.
haven't challenged him to that again, but I'm gonna give him that prop. It's okay.
Girl.
But but as I've gone along, it's been, like I say, the family wake up call was definitely my pivotal
Mm-hmm.
pivotal moment that happened in
Right.
my life. And I haven't looked back since, because I encourage my clients. I say, look at family members, older
Girl,
family members.
I can so relate.
Yes.
So
When you look
relate.
at those that are senior to you,
Mm-hmm.
look at their health. How did they get to where they are? And a lot of times in the mindset of we as humans, we have fallen into the status quo. You get old, you slow down, things happen, you're on medication, It does not have to be that way.
I was about to say it
Absolutely
does not have to be
no,
that way. No.
no.
And
And
that's why this topic is so important. And I ain't mean to cut you off. So
that's
important and so key because you can be a vegan at any age. At any age, you can
yes,
be a vegan. There has been people who started being a vegan at 50. There's people who grew up being a vegan. There's people who
right.
started at 60. You can, and just to back it up a little bit, and we're going to get into all of that, what you were saying, just to back it up a little bit, the vegan lifestyle isn't for everybody. I can say that because I have clients who are just pescatarian, who are flexitarian, who are ovoterian and lactate and all that. But you get to be in the room with us. You get to be in the lifestyle with us. And I say that because the plant-based lifestyle is for everyone.
Yes.
And I say that because I know that you know too that we hear it enough that I don't want to be vegan. I just want to
Hmm.
be healthy. I just want to be healthy and I just want to be a vegetarian. I've heard that, and okay, you get to be educated on what that looks like.
Right.
So, Brenda, because your story is similar to my story. I started because of a family member too, my grandmother, and she was in her 50s and stuff like that. But and I started in my late 20s because there's a great age difference. So when you started is around the same time I started because there's an age difference between us. So when you were saying,
Yes.
I said, oh, she started around the same time I did. I was just little younger than her. But
Right.
what was the biggest challenge for you, Brenda?
Well, the biggest challenge was family. That was the biggest challenge because
Environment.
I was constantly told, you weren't raised that way. That's not what
Mhm.
you grew up on.
Yep.
And you're going to have to. And the other thing was, you're going to die from something.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
True, because we all have an expiration date. That is
Mhm.
absolutely true. However, when you're around family and you're trying to, not trying, you're doing you because
Yep.
you're the only person that knows how this vessel feels.
Mhm.
So when you're constantly hearing that, it was still like, that's fine. I'm going to eat what makes me feel good.
Yep.
I'm going to eat what I know is going to help me in the long run because more often than not, people are not looking to the future. They're in the moment. And it's okay of being in the moment. However, we must understand how we treat this vessel is
That
going
God
to
gave us.
determine it has an outcome. And where
Mhm.
do you want to be when you're in your 50s, your 60s, your 70s? Are you even going to make it that far? And seriously,
Girl.
you have to look at that family history. And a lot of
Right.
times people say, well, it's genetic. I got diabetes because it's genetic. I have heart disease because it's genetic. No, because you're eating the same way they've been eating.
And
It's
let me
like,
say, that is so true. That is so true. It doesn't have to be. Keep going. It doesn't have
yeah,
to
it
be.
doesn't have to be. Yes, we are genetically connected to our
Mhm.
relatives.
Mhm.
However, you can change some things to have a different outcome. Because I will even say, when I look at my mother's side of the family, 10, it was a total of 10 children.
Mhm.
10. Keep this in mind. To this date, I have one living aunt. One out of
Same
10.
here.
Yeah, she's in her 80s.
Yep,
However,
same here on my mom.
7 of them died from heart attacks or strokes. 7. 7 out of 10. Hello. And that was enough for me to say, huh, I don't really think I want to go that way. So I had to make some changes early on to be where I am today. And in making those choices, I would tell people, like, girl, I was making almond milk when almond milk wasn't even on the shelf. Okay.
Girl, I was making everything that they doing today when it was in people think saying you weird. You doing dehydrating. What? You making veggie
Right.
burgers? Girl, I was doing all that. I was making homemade protein powder before
I,
yeah.
Yep, because even my mother was like, bring those babies over here so they can have some meat. And I'm going, no. So yeah, they had it when it was, I didn't have any control when they went to grandma's
Yeah.
house. but they
Yeah.
knew when they came back home that it was going to be what mama said. And the times that when I started this journey and my children were younger, I can truly say my children were not sick. Their ear
Yeah.
infections, the runny noses, and all those
Mhm.
things that are encompassed with a big part of what we put into our system, the
Oh
body
yeah.
responds because your
And
body
things are
talks to you.
different too now, though. Is to your point, it's better to make your own stuff because there's food is different now. It's different from when our ancestors were, going through, growing and stuff like that. Like my great grandparents, I can remember being on in Mississippi. Well, we had land. We had uh
Right.
600 acres in our family, but
Mm-hmm.
it still is. But Papa, my great grandfather, we called him Papa. Papa had a smokehouse. We had cows. We had pigs. We had everything. We had a pond, so everything we ate was off the land.
Right.
Was off the land. So that was a different time, though. That was a different time than when I was raised. You buying food and stuff like that, and then today. So to your point, I still make a lot of stuff. I still do a lot of dehydrating, making my own milk, making my own. I still make a lot of stuff. So,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm glad I do because you don't know what you're getting today in this
Right.
in today's
You
food.
get to determine what goes in your body.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely. And reading the labels, I mean, there's so many times I will pick something up and I'm looking at the label and I'm like, ah, can't do that. I mean, it has some ingredient in there that I refuse to put into
At
this
least you
body.
knew how to read the labels. Some people don't know how
Yes,
to read the labels.
exactly.
At least you knew
And
how, or you taught yourself, because I had to teach myself as well. Now, when I started this journey, I didn't know how to read labels. I didn't know what was the macros, what I didn't know any of that. But at least you learned how, so you can be aware and mindful of what you putting in. And that's where we get to this is why we do this, so we can educate people and people can know. Because what our society, Black American, African American people, Black people, however you want to label yourself, um we are prone to everything. So whenever there's a something come out, like when COVID hit, we were the population
got hit the
that
hardest.
lost the most people. and
Right,
and was and not just that, were had the worst outcomes, because we have the underlying issues. We have the chronic disease, the blood pressure, the cholesterol, the lungs, the kidneys, the IB, all of that. And to be very, like you said, to your point, this is prevented. We can prevent this. Just because Big Mama had it and Papa had it doesn't mean we have to have it. And I can do one better than that and say my mom has high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes. My dad has type 2 diabetes. Neither, I don't have it. My sisters don't have it. My brother has high blood pressure, but is managed. And I can say, if they can say it's hereditary or I'm a inherited. But no, I'm not, because guess what? I choose not to have it. And that's what I tell people all the time. They choose that. That's their choice. I'm not,
right,
I'm not judging them. That's their choice. I choose not to have it. And I
right.
say that to bring what you were saying home. We taking a look at our ancestors, at our family members, has opened my eyes, and it seems like it opened your eyes to say, you know what, I can do better than that. I
Right.
don't want this. I know I set my family down and I said, you know what, y'all can have that. Give me that 100, give me that 18 acres on mama's side, and give me that other acres on this side of the family, and let me figure out what to do with that. But I'm not going to figure out what to do with this, because I don't want this. I don't want the diabetes. I don't want the high blood pressure. But
Right.
if I didn't change my ways, my way of being, I would have well been on my way, because I was overweight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
Uh-huh.
doing this journey has its benefits, and you are evidence of it. I am evidence of it. Has its benefits because you at 60 plus is still
It's
able
okay.
to, huh? I would
I, I say it's
60
okay.
plus is still able to get up every day when and just with a able body. Skin is flawless. I'm looking at you right now. Skin is
Why, thank
flawless,
you.
beautiful long hair, and guess what? Thriving is able to go and be with your great grandkids and work and run your neighbors around, because I know you run your neighbors, you know what I mean, and travel, get on a plane and just say, and not have to say, you know what, you know what I mean? Not have to be limited because of the
Right.
choice you
And there are
made.
limitations. I mean, I just look around and I know there's people in my age group
Mhm,
that are not as mobile because
mhm.
of life choices. And the analogy I always give to my clients, so I say, think of a car. If you don't
Yes.
take care of your car is
Mhm.
not going to move. Your car is not going to start. You can burn, blow up the engine and all these other kind of things that can happen to a car that's not taken and not maintained sufficiently.
Yes,
So you are in control of your car. If your car moves, but if your car has been beat down, guess what? It's not going to move. So if you think of your body in that, but what I really like people to think of is this kingdom vessel that we have, because I
that's
operate
good.
my business on kingdom principles. I tell you,
Mhm.
you don't have to believe what I say, but as a Christian, what does God's word tell us?
Yes,
First of
ma'am.
all, we're fearfully and wonderfully made,
Mhm. And
but
he
it's
ain't made
also
one
our
mistake. He didn't make no mistakes.
no mistakes whatsoever. And it's our job to give him honor and glory. And are you glorifying him in this vessel that you're walking around in
Yeah.
with the
Mhm.
choices that you make? And it may be, well, it's my body, and I've heard it's my body. I can do whatever I want to with it.
No, you can't.
Well,
No, you can't. You
nope,
can't,
nope.
because it's
If
not your
you are
body.
giving
It's a
glory and
loner.
honor, you giving glory and honor to God,
Mhm.
you
Yep.
honor him by taking care of what he has provided to us.
Yes.
And so when I look in the mirror and I'm made in his image, I can smile and thank him and honor him because I know I'm doing the best that I can,
Girl.
take care of this body. It's not 100%, and it's not. And how no, there is no perfect body. The only perfect person to walk
No.
this earth was Jesus Christ. And
Amen.
as I go forth and I take care of me, the vessel that is on loan to me, the age, like I say, my grandkids, they know when they come to Nana's house, it's like there isn't a bunch of stuff in there that used to be in there because I'm looking out for their well-being as they're growing into young adults. I
Mhm.
want them to understand what it is to be healthy. I want them to
Right.
remember it's like Nana, she still could get out there with us. And some things, some days I may not be as fast as others, but still, as I
Girl.
go from day to day and I'm looking at these kids, and you look at the kids in the schoolhouse and you look at the lunches that are being served, it's like my grandbaby called me just, I would say probably a week ago. I was there visiting and she called me, Nana, can you come pick me up? I was like, girl, what's wrong with you? She said, Nana, the school lunch made me sick. And because she normally doesn't eat the school lunch. So there was something. And it wasn't just because she wanted me to come get her. I know you're like, oh, but there was something in the lunch that made her sick that she wasn't accustomed to putting into her body. Because when
Right.
you have, these are symptoms, whether you're having constipation, diarrhea,
It's a language your body is telling you.
yet your body is telling you something. You
Mhm.
gave me something that is not pleasing to my inside. So the
Yep.
body has a mechanism
Mhm.
of clearing itself of toxins.
Yep.
When you put those toxins on top of toxins up on top of
Mhm.
toxins, they're going to
Mhm.
turn into something that's chronic, something
Yep.
that's disease. And over time, and
Mhm.
I know, the young people is just like, well, I'm young, I got time.
They think.
They
They
think,
think.
but it's that build up. Just think of that carburetor in that car. I don't even know if they put carburetors in cars anymore, but as you think
Yeah.
about taking care of the car. And I'm gonna say this one real quick, and I know we're gonna
Yeah.
go ahead
You're
and wrap it
good.
up. You go to the gas station. I am more than positive you reach for the octane that is supposed to go into your vehicle, because
Good.
you want to make sure that you can pull away from that gas station without your car clunking. So think of the clunking that you're doing to your body when you're putting in things that it shouldn't be involved in. You
It's
shouldn't
gonna,
ingest it,
because
because the
it's just like your car clunking. We call that a fart. It's your body. It comes out the same way, and it
exactly,
smells.
exactly,
It smells.
exactly.
But
Because
you're
it's just,
right.
I mean,
You're right.
it's just the body. The body is so magnificently made in his infinite
Mhm.
wisdom.
Yeah,
God knew exactly what he was
girl.
doing. And
He
we mess it
did,
up by not giving it the maintenance that it needs, or we mess
girl.
it up because, oh, this tastes so good over here. Girl, give me another place. I love German
Mm-mm.
chocolate cake. Now I'm gonna tell you, you want to know my favorite cake? It's German chocolate. But guess what? I have a dear friend who is a caterer who has perfected a vegan German chocolate cake.
Hey, at least you're getting a good vegan. See, I'm not a cake person. Give me a good peanut butter cookie, a nut. Oh,
Yes. But you
yes.
would never know, because I took one to a Thanksgiving, our family Thanksgiving a few years ago. And my family, I didn't tell them. I said, y'all want some cake?
Well, you know what? At least they would eat some from me. If I bring it in, my family like, nope, that's vegan. We ain't touching that. They'll say we're gonna take a piece. They know anything I bring in is not. They'll be like, we're gonna sample it because we know it's vegan. So at least you
Right.
can trick them. I can't even trick my family.
I just didn't say anything. I mean, it was beautiful. Looked just like German chocolate cake. It was
Mm-hmm.
what it was. They sliced it, and I'm just watching them eat, and I'm just smiling. And then one time I took some quinoa dressing,
Yeah.
and I made it for me because my sister had already told me nobody's gonna eat that. Okay, we're good. So I was just planning on my leftovers to bring them back home.
Mm-mm.
I went to get my pan. Girl, it was clear, clean.
You. Mm-hmm.
I
Now
said,
I
but
can tell you
y'all didn't
that.
want no vegan dressing. Okay, but that's okay.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. So
They
yeah,
know when I bring some in is vegan, but they gonna try it, and you right. There's no leftovers. There's
yeah.
none. There's no leftovers. But I got a question. So you've been on this journey for a long time, and your challenge was family. I can relate to that. That was my challenge, family. Um, and like you said, when using our body as a car, because most people take better care of their car than they do their body. But
Yep.
for what was hard for you to give up? What was like the hardest thing for you to transition out of?
Initially, I would say it was poultry,
Hmm.
chicken and
Okay.
eggs. That was because you're making your um potato salad. I can make a mean potato salad, but
Hmm.
it was like, you got the eggs in there. I love
Hmm.
deviled eggs. Like I say, the chicken, you fry you
Hmm.
some chicken and it got the skin on it. And it was just like, okay, I know
Hmm.
I should not be eating this, but when it came to the point, I had to stop and recognize, what are they feeding the chicken? Because
Hmm.
what the chicken eat, I'm absorbing it as well
Yeah.
through that chicken flesh.
And animals have the same disease we have.
Yes. And
Hmm.
I was like, and then I also looked at the documentary. Oh, which one was it? It was
Um,
You Are What You Eat. Oh, I
the
can't think of it.
oldest one is with Dr. T. Collins, which it was called the Science. That one's is probably 30 years old. But I know what you're talking about.
Mhm. But
Oh,
anyway, check
I,
out documentaries. And
yes,
even
there's a lot
and
of them out there.
it's a lot of them out there now. And when I saw that documentary, that was enough. It just turned my stomach. And I was like, no, I don't want that in my body. So, but like I said, when I say initially, it was poultry because eggs
Okay.
for breakfast, an omelet.
Mhm.
And I love omelets. Well, and for a while it was like, well, I'm putting vegetables all in my omelet, but
Mhm.
you're eating, I was
Yeah.
eating eggs, I was eating dairy. Oh, that was another one. I would put dairy behind the eggs and the chickens.
Yeah.
But dairy was a big one too. Because it was
Yeah.
like, yes, do I like ice cream? Yes, I do. But
Who
dairy
don't?
is in so many products. You do mac and cheese, dairy. And it was like, I cannot do this. You make
Yeah.
your lasagna, you make your different dishes,
Yeah.
and it's just like, it's cheese. Pizza. Oh my gosh, pizza.
Yeah.
Yes. But
Yeah.
through the transition and through time, it's like, hey, they got some pretty good, and I can make a pretty good vegan pizza myself
Yeah.
because I have some allergies that I
Yeah.
have to be careful of with. So that I'm a big, like I said, I'm a big label reader because they'll sneak it in there and I'm just like,
Mhm.
and I
Yep.
can't eat that because it does manifest itself and it can show up. I'm not pretty with hives and itching. I'm just gonna say
Girl.
that.
And that's why I tell people all the time, and you're right. And that's why I tell people, I said, I can always tell when when something does I don't need to have hits my body immediately. I can always tell. But that just goes to show you because you're in tune with your body. You are in tune with
Mm-hmm.
your body and how it reacts to things. And I like that because chicken, most people, that's the hardest part for them to give up. Chicken and
Mm-hmm.
eggs is like, because they're
Mm-hmm.
like, I need some protein.
Protein.
They got that myth. That's a
Yes.
myth, guys. I'm gonna dispel the myth. That is a myth that you cannot have protein while you on a plant-based diet, that lifestyle. That is a myth. But that's the
Absolutely.
myth that they had for so long. Because when I started, my doctor was like, you gotta, he wouldn't let me stop eating chicken because of that. So chicken was the last thing I ate, but I ate chicken breast only. But it was the last thing because of that myth. So I'm glad you said that because that's most people's struggle right there
Mm-hmm.
is the eggs and the chicken.
Right.
One of the things is when you what did you notice first when you started your journey? I mean, what did you notice first?
Weight loss.
Okay.
I I absolutely I noticed the weight loss, which was great for me. I mean, I wasn't overweight, but
Mhm.
I still noticed that I was losing weight and I was in the military. So, that was a good thing, but it
Mhm.
was it was the weight loss. And so once again, the family picking at me, girl, you gonna be bones, skin and bones. You dwindling away to nothing. I was like,
Yeah.
that's okay. I feel good. The
Yeah.
weight loss and feeling good was what I was just like, wow, this pretty good.
Yeah.
So regardless of what I was hearing,
Yeah.
what I was feeling and what I was seeing was
Yeah.
just like, wow, this is good. So it was a good thing. But yeah, that was it.
Good, good.
I was like,
Weight
I knew
loss
I was
was
on the right path.
yes. Okay. I like that. And then did you so you were active when you transitioned. Did you notice like anything in your energy level?
Oh yeah. Energy levels, sleeping better, cognitively, the brain
Mhm.
fog was gone.
Mhm.
So it was just the body saying, woosah,
Yes.
thank
Yeah.
you for those
Mhm.
changes, but being able to understand and actually feel what was going on,
Mhm.
I was paying attention. I was
Yeah.
paying attention to what was happening, and it was a good thing. And pain decreasing. Um,
Mhm.
and when I say pain decreasing, I have been I have scoliosis, curvature of the spine. There you go.
Mhm.
So initially there was no pain. I mean, it never was to the point to where it bothered me
Mhm.
um, with disabling pain or anything like that. It
Mhm.
was never that
Right.
because if it was, I would never went in the military.
Right.
But as you age, and the thing when I was pregnant,
Mhm.
it caused a bit of discomfort, and I
Okay.
wasn't vegan then. But as I continued on, in some jobs that I did in the military was
Mm-hmm.
quite physical,
Mm-hmm.
it became an issue.
Okay.
So over time, once I made that change,
Uh-huh.
it I was able to manage my pain a whole lot better. You can manage
Nice.
your pain a whole lot better when you can get that inflammation down in your body, because the inflammation will create problems for you. It does contribute to
Baby.
your discomfort. It does contribute to your pain. And it can become a
Yes.
chronic issue, which yes, it's a chronic issue for me, but I know how to maintain.
Yeah.
I know what I got to do, because there are certain foods are triggers.
Oh yeah.
Your
Oh, food. Yeah.
inflammatory markers.
Yep.
So knowing what those are helps me, because I'm not 100% pain free, but
Yeah.
I know it's like, what did I do last night? What did I
Mm-hmm.
eat? So I'm always thinking, if I'm feeling something, I may have to increase. For me, it's my little turmeric and ginger mixture.
Yep. That's
Uh,
me too, girl. I make my little paste.
yes, it
Yes, I make my
helps
little paste and I
tremendously.
take it every day.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
I do
And
it. I
then
do my
even if it,
cinnamon water. I do
yep,
my black seeds with my um girl, I do it all. I'm like, my homemade syrup. Yeah, I'm with you,
yes.
girl. I mean, you got to do what you got to
You
do.
got to
In
do.
the,
And I
in
even
the,
incorporate essential oils.
yes.
Aromatherapy
Oh
is
yeah.
it's those oils are amazing. Once again, created by the maker, and he's
Yep.
given us everything we need to heal
Everything. Thank you,
when
Lord.
we apply it. The one thing I was saying to a friend the other day, you hear the term knowledge is power.
Mm-hmm.
Applied knowledge is power, because you can have all
Right.
this information, but if you're
And
not
do nothing
applying
with
it,
it. Nothing.
nothing. It's like, okay, so your power comes when you apply the knowledge that you have to make a better choice about your future.
Oh, oh, we're gonna wrap it up right there. Let me just say this. Thank you. You're right. Applied knowledge is power. Knowledge is good, but applied knowledge is powerful. You can
Yes,
have everything you need. And like you said, we have everything. God it was intentional with this temple, with your
intentional.
temple, with your he was intentional. Now,
Yes.
I'm gonna say this, the oldest person in my family lived to be 112 on my dad's side,
Oh,
a
wow.
100 on my mom's side. And I tell the story so people can have a picture. I i trust and believe and know God is gonna have me living a long time,
Amen.
because and they weren't even doing what I'm doing, like living, nourishing my body, nourishing their body. They ate everything, you know what I mean? So I'm like, Lord, I know if I do what I supposed to do and eat what was meant for me to eat, I can live to be 100.
Yes.
And I choose, and I to be honest, I do want to, because I got nieces and nephews that I need them to pay back. I need
Mm-hmm.
them, I need them to you know how I ran them around and all that. I want them to come and run me to the store.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
no, for real, all seriousness, what you said is so true. Our body can heal on its own. God was very intentional when he put this temple together, when he connected the knees to the leg bones, when he put all 10 toes and all 10 fingers. He was very intentional when he took us out of the woman, out of Adam's rib, when he created,
Right.
you know what I mean? We are in the image of him. He was very intentional. So we need to be intentional about giving back to him, because when I'm a believer of, if we don't serve this right, we're telling him this was no good. I firm believe when we
I
say,
agree with you.
okay, God,
Amen.
this is no good. This is, you know what I mean? We slapping him in
Right.
the face.
Right. And the thing about it, it's like, I don't want people just to direct with the food is critical, because that's your energy source. You need the food.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to think about exercise. You have to think about
Oh
sleep.
yeah.
You think about the sun. the energy that you get from that vitamin D that you're getting. So health
Mm-hmm.
is a compilation of, I use the puzzle a lot of times. It's puzzle pieces that you're putting
Mm-hmm.
together. It's not just one thing, but it's the puzzle pieces that you're putting together to get that solid foundation, to get that solid picture, to get you to a picture of health. Because just because you feel good doesn't mean you're healthy. It's like, well, I don't feel that symptom no more. That doesn't mean
Right.
you're healthy. You have to
Yes. That's a
consider
cute.
the
That is
whole
true.
process of what you're doing to get healthy. So for some, hey, if it's baby steps, then come on, take the baby steps. You need help.
Yep.
You got Jeniece, you got me. We're here to help you.
Yep. We're here to
And
help you.
the help that you have to want, because I don't force this on anyone.
Mm-mm.
Doesn't do any good.
No, we
But
can't.
if you,
We
no,
can't.
you
They gotta
can't.
want it.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
But if you want this
Okay.
vessel to be in alignment with kingdom
Mm-hmm.
principles,
Yeah.
let us know.
Exactly.
We have a
Yeah.
formula for you.
Exactly. Into that, because just like Dr. B, she's a holistic nutritionist, coach, just like I am. Like I said, we worked on her PhD is the same PhD I'm going for. But I say that to say the holistic approach is the whole body. That's what the holistic approach. I am a firm believer in I know Dr. B and I are stand on the same principle. If your life ain't right, your health ain't right. If your
Right.
mind ain't right, your nutrition ain't right. If you are stressed at work, your whole life is, is stressed. I mean,
Right.
it like she said, the puzzle, everything works together. So we take the whole holistic approach to your wellness, to your wellness. So we look at all pieces and we work to get that whole, on earth, her whole. And I say that because,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want people to, misconception with whole, um, to get you right. So, like Dr. B said, if you got Dr. B, Brenda, you got PhD student Jeniece. Both of us are plant based. We live and breathe this lifestyle. We are all about it. You got your, you need your fitness, your mental, your all the things, all the
Mm-hmm.
things. And for us in our community, it is essential for us to get this together because we are hit the first on every area and
Yeah.
on this earth. So it is very essential. And like she said, you can follow Dr. B if you can give them how they, and I'm gonna put this in the description as well. But let them know how they can follow you on social media.
They can follow me on Facebook, Divine Holistic Center. They can follow me on Instagram, The Divine Holistic Center. And I'm on LinkedIn, Dr. Brenda Wakefield. And I think that if you want to schedule I didn't miss my word there. If you want to schedule some time to talk about it, you can go to calendly.com/Dr. B dot Divine Holistic Center.
Yep.
And my number is 469-955-6530. 469
And I
nine
would,
five five six
yeah,
five three zero. And
thank
coming
you.
soon
I'm
will
gonna
be the
put all this
website,
in the
Divine
comments.
Holistic Center. It's coming. So
It's coming soon.
it's in the planning stages. So I'm available.
Coming
Hit me up. Would love to talk to you because you too can feel good at any age.
at any age, honey. At any age, trust me. At any age, she started in her 30s. I started in my late 20s. There's a 10-year gap between us. So
Yeah.
so we started around the same time, to be very honest. But let me tell you how this lifestyle has just tremendously, God had exceeded everything I wanted to do in this lifestyle when I said I wanted to go plant-based, and I know for you as well. So guys, it is possible. There's no such thing as too late. So if you are
Mm-mm.
60 and you want to do this, guess what? It's possible. If you are 70, if you're 50, you're 20, whatever, it's possible. But you get to choose and you get to reach out to one of us. Dr. B, you got all her information. It's going to be in description too. You know how to reach me. I am just so grateful that God has put this together. He had given me the vision to have the Black Vegan Health and Wellness YouTube channel and the business and all the things, podcasts and all the things, so I can educate the people who looks like us and the ones who want to come alongside with us and be educated. So guys, this is just a tip of what you're going to hear for the rest of the month. This is what National Black, what is now about to say Black
National
National
Vegan
Vegan Month.
Month. Yes.
So we're celebrating all month long. We're celebrating all 365 days, but I'm celebrating with you to bring you alongside all month long, as well as Brenda. So follow Brenda. I'm gonna put all the information in there. You can look at her stuff as well and continue on, while you continue on making your decision or on this journey. If you have any questions, put any comments out there. We'll be glad to answer any comments. And if you choose to reach out to her or myself, please do. We'll be glad to help you with your journey. Gender, Lord help me, Brenda. Brenda. Guys, Brenda and I are friends. We're friends. So we
Absolutely.
we chat all the time. So this is nothing new. I'm just trying to keep from doing the homegirl stuff because she knows, I'll be like, girl, now, because we two good old friends that
Yep.
so I'm just trying to keep from I'm trying to contain
It's all
myself
right.
because I'm on this live podcast.
It's okay. But she's a great friend. I love her dearly. I appreciate the invite. It's been amazing.
You're
And
welcome.
just join us on this journey. It will be
Oh,
one of those
before we
choices that you
go, we
make.
got to do the plug. Hold on. I didn't mean to cut you off. We have this new organization that we have just launched, me, Brenda, and Dr. Man.
Yep.
And we are having an event. So stay tuned. You will see this. I'm doing a plug for It's called Three Women in Wellness.
Three
Uh,
Sisters in Wellness.
Thank you, girl. Three. See, that's what I'm talking about. This is what we be doing on a phone call. Three Sisters in Wellness, and Brenda will be hosting a grocery store tour in Rowlett, right?
Yes.
In Rowlett, I will be
In
hosting
Rowlett.
one in Flower Mound, and our other partner, Dr. Man, will be hosting one in DeSoto. So stay tuned. Get plugged into her social media, plugged into my social media, so you guys can see the promotion that's about to roll out. But
Right.
this is what we're about. We're about this life, and this is another piece for our business. She has her holistic, divine holistic. I have Black Vegan, but we are bringing in another organization into our business and collaborating together called Three Sisters in Wellness to serve you guys, the community, the Dallas
Yes.
Fort Worth area. So stay tuned for that. I just had to throw that out there.
Oh, well, hey, it's never too early. It's never too late. And I'm glad you remember to do that. And
Mhm.
my YouTube channel is coming. I'm in this realm of, I am in the rebranding stage because I've been out for a long time. I am a licensed massage therapist, but no, massage is not what I do. But I do body work. And there's different things that I do, different products that I have. And it's going to come to light. I've been in the back shadows. And I basically took a sabbatical for a couple of years while I was working on my degree and finishing it up. But there
He's
is,
about to relaunch. Just to sum it up, stay tuned.
yes, yes,
Just
stay
stay tuned.
tuned.
Reason why, because I know her, and she has been doing it. She is relaunching. So follow her because the girl finna come out the gates on fire.
On fire.
On fire. Okay, don't give me that. Alrighty, guys, we will see you guys later. I am so grateful. Thank you, Brenda. You stay tuned. Let me end this, and we are about to chat, chit chat. Hold on, guys. We'll see you guys in a little bit.